start my meetings out by giving a little history about the company. And I start out, back in May of 2007, MyNet Universe was birthed. It's kind of a unique story. I don't know if any of you have ever even heard this before, but a guy by the name of David Freed and Bruce Bice were trying to start a mineral company. It's like you put these minerals on your face and stuff, the ladies. And back in 2007, it was really beginning to be popular. And they flew a lady down to check this out, and she was talking to some of her leaders in different places around the country. So they were using a video web conferencing tool to do that. It wasn't GoToMeeting or WebEx. It was one that had been made by Bruce Bice's brother. And the lady's like, I'm not that interested in your makeup, but that video web conferencing is a cool tool. And so literally they invested in MyNet and got it started, and that's how it started. I mean, they were trying to start one thing, and just isn't that the way things work sometimes where, I like this tool you're using to show me it. And so they started a business. They started out pretty well, had some good success, brought in some pretty significant marketers. And then December of 2007, this gentleman named Randy Blade came to them and said, I've been working on this project for a while technology-wise, and at the time it was called Hubbity. It was the name of it. And they since have called it My Shopping Genie, but nobody knew what it was back then. And he showed them how his technology rode on top of the search engines and allowed individuals like us, distributors, to make money with eBay. Now, eBay did like $8 billion in sales last year. And so when you can go to people and say, hey, I got a way for you to make money on eBay, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So that's how it started. They had this little widget. And it's kind of funny, when we first started, we didn't have websites, we didn't have videos, we had nothing. We had one link that we all used. And we'd actually demo our product on this one link, but people would install this little widget. And then when somebody would do a search, the Genie would appear. And if you guys could get the significance of that. Now, I was blessed, kind of like you never know why you do certain things. I worked for a marketing company for a year selling traditional marketing, websites, directories, all kinds of just regular marketing. And I learned about things like search engine optimization, what people were paying to get on top of these search engines. So when I saw this Genie that appeared on top of the search engines, every time someone did a search, I mean, I'm not rocket science here, but I can see a good deal when I see one, and I got it immediately. And so my wife and I, Diane, we started in middle December of 2007. How many of you know right before Christmas is probably not the best time to start a business? But that's when the website was ready, and that's when the Genie was ready. So middle December we started our business. And how many of you know that when you got a burning desire, sometimes the how figures itself out? Well, my burning desire was to free this lady from a job. Because about 6-7 years prior, I used to work for a company here in St. Louis, and we parted ways. I went to work for a company called A.G. Edwards, which doesn't even exist anymore. But at the time it was a pretty successful, one of the top 3 companies in St. Louis at the time. And as a stockbroker for A.G. Edwards, do you guys realize why they call them stockbrokers? Because I was a lot broker doing that than I was in corporate America. So I asked my lovely wife to go back to work for them. First time since our first child was born. And what was it, 5-6 years later, I saw this opportunity. And I saw an opportunity to do something that was very important to me, which was free my wife from her job. Now, some ladies love their job, and that's fine. In that case, the husband can retire or whatever. But in my case, my wife was doing this to help provide for our family. And so I saw an opportunity to change that. And so I started sharing this Genie with everybody. And within 3 weeks, we had become a global power distributor in this business. Not once, but twice. Once on her position and once on my position. Within 6 weeks, we made over $12,000, and I was able to retire her from her job. It was the best Valentine's gift I ever gave her. It took 6 weeks. So this can be done. I'm here to tell you that what we have today, 3.5 years later, is like, I don't even know how to put a number on it, maybe 1,000 times better than what we had in the beginning, and it just keeps getting better and better. So you're in the right place at the right time.